Are you new to the concept of ham radio, or are you just interested in listening to transmissions worldwide? If you are, then watch the end of the video and I will teach you how to use a WebSDR. This is a WebSDR. As you can see, it can allow you to tune into different frequencies on a broad spectrum of different bands, such as the 160 meter band, the 80 meter band, the 40 meter band, the 30 meter band, and the 20 meter band, as well as the 15 and 10 meter bands. These allow users worldwide to listen to radios such as this one, radio receivers such as this one based in Germany at a university campus, and be able to listen to transmissions that otherwise would not be able to be heard in their own area. This is especially common in VHF and UHF, but most WebSDRs at the moment are in HF, in the HF bands, which is 3 MHz to 30 MHz, and the medium frequency bands, such as 160 meters and 80 meters. So you might be asking, how does HF WebSDRs help me at all if I can't actually transmit over and talk to other people? Well, when I first became licensed, back in July of this year, actually, I'm a new licensee. I haven't been licensed for that long, which may relate to some situations that some of the viewers watching this video might be in. But when I first got licensed, or before I got licensed actually, I would listen to WebSDRs like this one, called G0XBU, and I would listen to them and listen to how ham radio users communicated to try and figure out how I should actually communicate once I become licensed and when I start transmitting. So, as you can see, on WebSDRs, there are a large spectrum of frequencies that you can listen to, and you can all see them on this waterfall. Now, another reason why you might be using a WebSDR instead of buying your own radio is because buying your own radio can be incredibly expensive, especially for a new user who's got quite a small budget, and may be stuck with just a simple Baofeng handheld like I am right now. So with a WebSDR, you can listen to transmissions, such as this one right here, for free, wherever you are without having to carry around any bulky radios or anything like that. And sometimes these WebSDRs are better quality than some of the actual radios out there, some of the transceivers for HF out there. So if we try and find a frequency, here we are. As you can see, I'm listening to this easily, and I'm not using any other equipment other than my computer here and my monitor and a mouse. This is all I need to be able to listen in to HF transmissions. Now this is, like I said, this is especially useful for people who don't have the budget maybe to be able to afford a proper transceiver, or people who are not licensed yet and want to see what amateur radio is about, or just listen into transmissions and see what they're about. But the main thing I'm going to focus here on is if you are interested in learning about amateur radio, since the main aim, the main goal of this channel for me is to help others to discover this hobby and get into this hobby with hopefully as easily as possible, so we can, because this hobby is unfortunately slowly dying out if no new users come in. So my aim here is to encourage people to come in. That's why I'm creating these videos. Of course, it's going to be a while since until then, but hopefully I will be able to gain a higher subscriber count. But the main point here is, if you want to access these WebSDRs, as they're called, which by the way stands for Website Software Defined Radio, then you just need to go to one simple website called websdr.org, and you can see here that there are an absolute ton of different frequencies available on these that can listen to all sorts of things. Now, if you're just interested in listening and aren't actually interested in becoming a licensed amateur, you might find interest in number stations and listening to number stations over WebSDR, like UVB 76 at 462 4,625, sorry, 4,625 kilohertz. I'm still learning. 4,625 kilohertz, and you can listen to that number station there if you're interested in that sort of thing. But yeah, this allows a massive opening in the world of amateur radio, and you can simply just press and go and start listening. Theory junk over and done with. Now let's actually get into listening to some signals here on the G0XBU WebSDR, which unfortunately doesn't cover 40 meters, but it does cover 20 meters, 80 and 60 meters, CB bands, 10 meters, and 4 meters and 6 meters don't appear to work, unfortunately. But we can still, that's fine, we can still listen to these lot of frequencies, and we can listen to some other frequencies on VHF and UHF out there, so like airband and stuff like that. Here it looks like we have quite a strong signal. Person calling CQ. Let's see if it comes back in a minute. I can move over all these mobs. You can hear people talking. They're at 14 megahertz and 205 kilohertz. What pairs they would be talking about? Yeah, they just had a successful contact there. As you can see, this allows you to listen to a whole bunch of different frequencies. You can also listen to the VHF and UHF frequencies, which we'll do now. So I mute this. Yeah. I'm gonna turn on squelch. It's not blasting our ears out. Oh, we've got a repeater. No, not a repeater. A gateway. Sorry. quite strong.
But say
VHF and UHF is
okay,
probably
thank you
better
for
to listen
thank
to
you.
if you're looking for more
So big
stronger
bags
and
can
easier
get
to
back car.
understand signals,
Oh,
uh, since
that's
those
about
usually
fine.
require
Well,
line of
get
sight, so
get
are
good man.
usually really
Before I go
strong,
to bed.
uh,
There it is.
unless in
Short.
conditions like sporadic
T-shirt.
E or tropospheric ducting where they can
The
travel a
weather
lot
just
farther.
turned it chilly.
Is very busy, so I haven't had more LBI lately.
Look at that.
So I don't know.
You can hear him perfectly clear,
They've got fusion
quite
there,
easily,
so they talk
no
down on
problem at
their
all.
using fusion quite a lot. I don't have
Thanks for
fusion, so
watching,
I
everyone.
join them now.
And please subscribe. It does a lot to help the channel and help
I'm not a fan of
me
fusion
uh, do more videos like this, helping new people join the channel. Even if you're an experienced person and you're not interested in learning any of this stuff since you've already learned it, then this video might have seemed a bit condescending. But please please subscribe anyway. It will allow me to grow the hobby and allow other people to figure out and find out about this amazing hobby and how much you can enjoy it despite how boring it may seem at a first glance. Alright, thank you everyone for watching, and I think that's going to conclude the video. Please subscribe and thank you for watching. 7-3.